Okay, we have a quadratic equation and we are expected to factorize it, right? Now I'm going to teach you a very important technique of factorization. Foremost, what you got to do is just draw a line like this, okay? And then multiply 7 with the coefficient of x squared. Obviously the coefficient of x squared in this case is 1, so 7 multiplied with 1 would give you 7. Place it there. Now observe the coefficient of x here, it's 8. Just draw a line and place the number 8. Now I want you to give me two numbers so that the product of those two numbers would give me the number 7, and when I add those two numbers I get the number 8. Obviously I should say when I place the number 7, of course with the positive sign, and the number 1 also with the positive sign, and when I multiply them both I would clearly get the number 7. At the same time, when I add 7 with 1 I would be able to get the number 8. Now having said that, we need to make these representation in the problem. So foremost we start with x squared, but in place of 8x we replace 8x with 7x and with 1x. So while we are writing, we write it like this: 1x positive followed by 7x followed by 7. Obviously this would be x squared positive. We don't explicitly write 1x, we just write it as x followed by 7x and 7. Now clearly this is my group 1, this is my group 2. From group 1 I can take an x out as a factor, that would leave me with x positive 1. From group 2 I can take the number 7 out, and that will leave me with x positive 1 as a factor. Clearly I see a presence of x positive 1 and x positive 1, which in turn could be taken as a factor, thereby giving us x positive 7. Hence this quantity, which is x squared positive 8 x positive 7, has been factorized to a binomial terms involving x positive 1 with x positive 7, hence the solution. Okay, having made that information clear, let us proceed on with question number D. So what do? I multiply 6 first with the coefficient of x squared, which is 1 in this case, and I place it there, and then the quantity which is the coefficient of x, which is in this case is negative 5. I just draw two lines and place it here. Now I need to choose two numbers, and multiplying those two numbers should give me a positive 6 this case, and adding up those two numbers should give me a negative 5. Okay, so we need to choose those two numbers in which this could be achieved as. So clearly I know that when I multiply negative 3 with negative 2 I would get a positive 6, and when I add negative 3 with negative 2 I would be getting a negative 5. So having made that discovery, I would now obtain the solution for the problem. Foremost I place an x squared followed by a negative 3x and then a negative 2x, then a positive 6. Clearly I will be taking x as a factor, that will leave me with x negative 3, followed by a negative sign. I retain 2, or I should say I take 2 as a factor, that would give me x. I need to get a positive 6, and that is achieved only with the negative 3. And now I am going to take x negative 3 as a factor, that would give me x as a first component, followed by a negative 2 as a second component, hence the solution.